Hey y'all, I just wanted to give a quick update concerning the channel. So, requests. I have put a sort of clause in the description of each video, but I wanted to kind of further explain that, plus provide some, I guess you could say, almost guidance. So I will be posting on Facebook, link in the description. Click on that link, please. So that way people can see the full, and I mean full list of SCPs I plan on doing, which is at least a couple thousand. And it's so that way people can know which SCPs I will be doing in the future and which ones I will not, so that way requests are going to be a bit easier. This also means that after this request is done, I will not be able to do any SCPs that are past what is described in the description. So please, please, please read the description, so that way y'all know what's going on, because there's going to be times where I post stuff in there and y'all gonna need to see it. Because I update that description once I get done with a section of SCPs. So that way y'all know which ones are available to be requested. So please, please read the description. Also, once this video is uploaded, please, please, please check out my Facebook page, so that way y'all can see the list and see which SCPs I will be doing and won't be doing, or at least don't have on my list. So please, 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 please check out that list, and always check out my descriptions, because there's always the chance that something's going to get updated. Anyways, enjoy the video. This is a request for J. Will series. SCP-2702, Object Class Keter. SCP-2702 is an educational television program, ostensibly directed at children, titled Professor Abnormal's Science Lab. The first broadcast of SCP-2702 was detected on 1990. All attempts to locate the source of the broadcast through a triangulation of the signal have so far been unsuccessful. All broadcasts appear to originate simultaneously from 3 different locations, which are randomized in every instance. Broadcasts have been detected worldwide in over languages, and episodes have also been found in online video hosting and file sharing sites. The program is hosted by SCP-2702-1, a middle-aged Caucasian man dressed in a white lab coat and safety goggles, referred to in each broadcast as Professor Abnormal. Each episode seeks to present an educational overview of various anomalous phenomena. Few of the episodes themselves are anomalous in nature, but they routinely include footage of anomalous nature. -1 appears to have an advanced understanding of the nature of several different anomalies, as well as possessing classified information regarding the Foundation and various groups of interest across the planet. -1 conveys information in a humorous tone and uses simple explanations for extremely complex and technical information wherever possible. -1 often performs experiments demonstrating various anomalous phenomena, and sometimes encourages the audience to attempt said experiments. In addition to -1, various guest characters typically partake in the experiments. A recurring character, designated SCP-2702-2, is known as Prescott, the robot. In the broadcast, -2 appears to be a genuinely sapient automaton. A series of credits appears at the end of each episode. Attempts to locate information on the individuals and organizations named have so far been unsuccessful. The following is a partial list of the currently aired episodes of SCP-2702. Researchers recording said episodes are requested to use the following format: episode title, Season X, Episode X, name of episode, brief summary of episode, basic plot and subject of episode, brief summary of anomalous experiments, goal and procedure, result of experiments, notes. Additional documentation, optional. Season 1, Episode 1, Alien Life Forms and You. -1 demonstrates several live biological specimens of unknown origin, some of which appear to be sapient. -1 proceeds to identify them by species, planet of origin, and gives a brief summary on each. An experiment is conducted involving the use of a specific combination of communication technology to intercept extraterrestrial transmissions. Attempts to recreate the experiment have thus far failed due to lack of specialized equipment, including what -1 referred to as a analyzer. -1 seemed to be under the impression that viewers of the program would be able to trivially procure an example of the aforementioned device. Season 1, Episode 2, A New Dimension of Fun. -1 presents a variety of spatial anomalies and explains the physics behind them. An experiment is conducted to create a teleportation booth. Researchers have had partial success replicating the experiment, but the resources and energy required rendered it impractical for effective Foundation use. Several new insights about extra-dimensional phenomena have been gained via study of -1's descriptions, and research is ongoing. Season 1, Episode 3, No Time to Waste. The episode begins with -1 lamenting his lack of a lab partner. -1 decides to remedy this by building a robot, but then decides it would be easier to travel to the future and retrieve the robot after it was already built. At one point, multiple instances of -1 are visible on screen as a result of temporal displacement. Experiment involves using superconductors and a particle accelerator to accomplish time travel. Attempts by researchers to duplicate the experiment in this episode have thus far been unsuccessful. Introduction of -2. Season 1, Episode 4. All about memetics and cognitohazards. -1 and -2 explain the nature of cognitohazardous memes, including several demonstrations. Procedures for creating mind-affecting agents are exhibited. -1 warns viewers not to include dangerous commands in such agents without parental authorization. Episode contains one active visual memetic agent. Threat status negligible. Several censored cognitohazards, capable of various effects, are also present, 67% of which have been decoded as of 2000. Analysis of this episode has contributed significantly towards Foundation Memetics research. Season 1, Episode 5, Gods and Monsters. -1 and -2 visit various locales around the world, while -1 expounds on the history and mythology of various groups and civilizations, including the Church of the Broken God. An experiment involves a ritual designed to summon. -1 warns viewers that this should not be attempted without parental supervision. Attempting to recreate the ritual in this episode resulted in a containment breach and complete lockdown of Site-64. Containment was re-established with 27 casualties. As of 2000, Level 4 authorization is required to attempt to recreate any experiment seen on SCP-2702. Season 1, Episode 6, The Wonders of AI. -1 attempts to show audiences how to build their own instances of -2. At various points in the episode, -2's personality is altered in various ways. Several experiments with AI code are performed. Results of research and experiments from this episode are available with Level 3 clearance from the Foundation AI Research Department. Notes: None. Season 1, Episode 7, The SCP Foundation. Instead of the usual laboratory setting, this episode appears to take place in Site-24. -1 and -2 are shown infiltrating the facility and explaining the nature of the Foundation and various SCPs they encounter while avoiding guards and researchers. No experiments are performed in this episode, but -1 gives a tutorial on the proper format for writing an SCP report. The depiction and description of the Foundation in this episode is highly accurate, with the exception that the guards and security forces were portrayed with comic ineptitude. Several individuals who were stationed at Site-24 during the time of the broadcast can be identified in the recording. No security breaches of the nature displayed in the program have ever been recorded at Site-24. Season 1, Episode 8. How It Will End. -1 and -2 discuss several situations that could potentially lead to CK class restructuring scenarios, XK class end of the world scenarios, ZK class reality failure events, and other such scenarios. Topics covered include uncontrollable self-replicating nanotechnology, the Grey Goo scenario, containment failure of SCP, and an impact event between the Earth and... At the prompting of -1, -2 ran several hundred iterations of a computer simulation detailing a potential impact event involving the Earth and... Each iteration was not individually depicted, but the final results were summarized at the end of the program. Despite taking into account potential responses by the Foundation and other groups of interest, the simulation inevitably concluded with a GH class dead greenhouse scenario within 1 month of the impact. After reviewing the episode, Foundation astronomers have successfully identified, due to its non-Newtonian properties, the likelihood of a collision with Earth in the near future cannot currently be estimated. Footnotes 1. Attempts to identify this individual have so far been unsuccessful. 2. On occasion, -1 engages in highly complex technical explanations. For an overview and analysis of all currently recorded examples, see document 2702 Theta. 3. In Season 1, Episode 6, The Wonders of AI, -1 demonstrates examples of -2's source code. Attempts by Foundation researchers to run said code revealed, which is consistent with current Foundation knowledge of AI theory. 4. Dr. Wondertainment is listed as one of the program's sponsors. 5. Including what have been identified as the sites of SCP, and SCP. Foundation security forces stationed at the aforementioned sites have never observed any disturbances or intruders matching the events documented in SCP-2702. Special Containment Procedures. Any detected broadcasts or recordings of SCP-2702 are to be intercepted and blocked from public viewing. Civilians exposed to SCP-2702 are to be treated with Class B amnestics and released. All instances are to be saved and examined for further research. Level 2 authorization is required to view any recorded SCP-2702 instances. Attempts to reproduce any experiments conducted on SCP-2702 must be authorized by 2 Level 4 personnel.